Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I'm here with Ayla Brown.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm so excited, actually. I was researching you, and I have to say, there's way more to you than I thought because I know the American Idol and I know your current stuff, but I had no idea you went to college on a full basketball scholarship.
I did many years ago. Well, not too long ago because I'm still very young,
Yes,
but
yes.
I played college basketball at Boston College from 2006 to 10, and that was always my dream school. And I grew up loving singing, but basketball was my life, if you can even believe that, because I'm wearing heels right now and I have jewelry on and makeup. But many years ago, I was just a tomboy playing basketball and playing any type of sport I could. And that's what sent me to college on a full basketball scholarship.
That's amazing. Your parents must have been really, really, really proud of you for that.
Very proud and very thankful because Boston College, along with many other schools these days, is very expensive. So I was able to get an education and I majored in communications and I took some music classes and I still got to play basketball. And it was just, I was really happy for those 4 years because I was doing so many things. And I think it really kind of set up the rest of my future and taught me a lot about hard work and
Right.
doing the right things and being a good person. And I think school's good for stuff like that.
Definitely, and we all need it, right? We all need to be educated,
Yes.
especially because the more the more you know, the more you can take care of your own career as well.
Yes.
But I have to know, when did you actually decide that you wanted to pursue music, professionally?
So before I even went to college, I was a senior in high school, and that's when I tried out and competed on American Idol, and that was season 5, where Taylor Hicks won. But we had Daughtry, Kelly Pickler, Catherine McPhee, and the list goes on and on. We had such great people. But that was my first time ever, like in the public spotlight, on a stage, singing with a band, signing an autograph for the first time. I mean, little did I know. So this was before I went to college, and that's when I would say that I got the music bug. So when I went to Boston College, I was still singing as much as I could, doing gigs in the summer and maybe on days when we didn't have a game or practice. And um, that was really when I started taking my music a little bit more seriously. And when I graduated in 2010, that's when I packed up my car and I moved down to Nashville. And I promised myself and I told myself that I would do this for as long as it took because I kind of had missed out on the 4 years. So I was on Idol and I was seen by 35 million people every night that I was on there. And then I was gone, like
Yeah.
gone playing basketball, which is great because, like I said, I got an education and I loved basketball, but I really felt like it was giving me a few steps back. So since Nashville, I've been trying to maintain and then get a few steps ahead.
Well, that's awesome. And you've had a lot of music released. So I
Yeah.
want to know about the latest one that I heard is Take Your Name. And I love that video. Oh
Oh,
my gosh,
thank
it's so
you.
cute. And
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, Take Your Name was my first kind of single that I released. And then the most recent one, which I released in on August 11th, is actually a song called Label. So that's the one I've been out and promoting everywhere I go right now because I really, really like it. Not that I don't like Take Your Name,
right.
but it's just different. Take Your Name is all about marrying your best friend
Yeah.
and like being in love so much you want to snatch up their last name, right? Whereas Label is kind of similar, but it's the precursor to Take Your Name. It's like you're dating someone and you're just wondering at any point, are we going to put a label on this thing? And so that's what that song is about. But I do have a lot of music that I've released, and I've done it all independently, and I'm proud to say that because it's a lot of
Right.
work, but it's worth it.
Right. And that's what I noticed is you have quite a few songs out there under your name. And I'm like,
Yeah,
well, oh my goodness,
I know.
you've just been a busy girl.
I've been really busy and I've been blessed because the past few records that I've released, I've had amazing sponsors to pay for that process. So New Balance did my patriotic record, and Texas Roadhouse sponsored my full length Let Love In album. And without them, there's no way I would be able to afford to do music like that on that large of a scale because that's a lot of songs and they all add up. And
Yeah.
but I do have a really amazing fan base up in the northeast part of the United States. So if I'm not in Nashville, I'm
Right.
always up, usually there performing because they pay pretty well, and I get to share the music with the fans who've really been there since the American Idol days.
No, that's awesome. And you've done a lot of like national anthem performances and stuff like that. What has that been like for you? Because I know that's everybody always tells me that's the most difficult song to sing. I can't even sing. Well, I can't sing anything, but
so I love the national anthem. I know a lot of people get scared of it, but that's actually where I sang in front of people for the first time. I was in 6th grade, and I sang at a high school girls basketball game in my hometown. And I remember after I was done, the announcer called me over, and he gave me an envelope, and I opened up the envelope, and it was a check written out to me for $12. And I was like blown away. I was floored that someone paid me to sing. Like, that was a huge deal to me. I ran over to my mom and I said, Mom, like, if I sing every home game, this could be my job, you know? And I was so serious about it. And she was ridiculously supportive because $12 doesn't pay bills, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
no.
she's like, you know, if you work hard enough, maybe someday that'll happen. And fast forward, I mean, the national anthem has taken me all around the world and the country. And I've been so blessed to sing at places like the RNC and the GOP debates, but also I was the national anthem singer for the Philadelphia 76ers for 2 full seasons. So I did every single home game to a backing track of the Philadelphia Orchestra. So it was a really special period of my life, and I owe a lot of thanks to the national anthem, and knock on wood, never really messed up the words in front of people that matter. I have forgotten the words when I was 12 years old, but I kind of don't count that. But when you do the national anthem and you sing it proudly, it's really an avenue for other opportunities, which I didn't realize at the time.
Oh, well, I think that's great. And I think it's so much fun. And I know your parents must be absolutely super proud of you.
They are.
But I also saw you on Fox and Friends with your mom and your dad. And your dad plays guitar too. So I got to know about this.
So, yeah. So my dad is a politician, and he has been since I was in 2nd grade. So it's kind of always something I've lived with. But his name is Scott Brown. He was the United States Senator who won the Ted Kennedy seat in Massachusetts. So it was a really big deal. But when he lost this election to Elizabeth Warren, he was pretty down. And so my sister and I, we bought him a guitar for Christmas. And it was such a blessing, but the biggest mistake in the world. So he practices for like 2 hours a day. He loves it. He's gotten up on stage with me, with other big name people, because he's actually getting good now. I mean, I'm not going to tell him that because I want him to like keep working hard.
Right.
But yeah, one day my dad was doing some work on Fox, and the producers had called me and my mom and said, we want to surprise your dad and like bring you guys on. And so he had no idea, but like I brought my guitar and we borrowed another one, and we went on and surprised him, and my dad played and I sang a little bit of my song called Pride of America. And it was like kind of messy, but it was kind of just authentic and organic, and like that's what happened. And like it didn't really sound great if you ask me, but it was such a great moment for our family to like surprise someone that we really love. So it was fun.
It was fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie, I loved it.
Yeah.
It was just, and he definitely seemed very, very, very surprised, caught off guard, and so happy that you guys were there.
And he hates surprises. Like he's really type A, wants to be in control of everything. So when we walked in, he's like, "What? How did I not know about this? Who didn't tell me?" So, yeah.
And I think you even said that you guys were staying at the same hotel. How the heck did you pull that off?
Oh, I don't know. My mom and I probably just ordered room service and put it on his name or something. I don't know. I don't remember. That was many years ago. But
That's fun.
yeah, you know, sometimes when you have a secret, you'll do anything you can to try and hide it. And my mom and I did a good job that day.
You did. Well, good job. I hope your dad is happy and, you know, still practicing and playing and, you know, collecting those instruments from everybody. I think that's great. I think it's fun.
Thanks.
So what about you? What do you have coming up right now? What do you got going on?
So I spent the entire summer in New England, and I didn't plan on that. I packed one suitcase, and my boyfriend and I drove my car up from Nashville to Massachusetts, and we had shows, and I thought I was going to come back before July 4th, and well, when you're up there, people keep wanting you to perform. And so we ended up staying until 2 weeks ago. So
wow.
Living out of one suitcase each, it was like clothing torture. I mean, me wearing the same outfits. I was an outfit repeater like no one's business. But anyway, I'm home is what I'm trying to say. And I wanted like a week to just decompress and kind of get the New England thing out of my system. And I've told this amazing PR group that I'm working with just to put me in front of anyone, anywhere, anytime, including you and anyone else who will listen to my story now that I'm back in Nashville. And the goal is always to continue to release new music, but also promote the material that I have, because as you said, I do have a lot of stuff out there.
You do.
So the more people that hear it, obviously the better, and continue to work hard and play out whenever I can, but also promote every day that I wake up.
Absolutely. Now, where can fans find you then? Because I'm sure you have social media.
I do. I'm on pretty much all socials, like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Those are the three big ones that I'm on. But my website is aylabrown.com, and that's AYLA Brown.com. So you can find all the stuff out there. But I definitely encourage people to listen to Take Your Name and Label on Spotify if you're just into like a 1 or 2 song kind of person. Definitely give those 2 a shot. And if you like more, listen to the rest of the albums.
Absolutely. Well, I heard that you're going to perform for us today too.
Yeah, I'd love that.
All right. Well, guys at home, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, my name is Ayla Brown, and this is my song called Label. If you're asking, I can be cool with taking it slow and doing a stance for a couple more circles. Round and round we go. I dare you to find out what you've been missing. You like the chase, but I like the kiss, and you will be kicking yourself around.